welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Joe and Barbara Schwartz Center, your home of the Cape Fear Sea Devils. Sea Devils coming off a big win last night, opening up the tournament here at the Tyrek Coger Classic. And for those not aware, Tyrek Coger was a former player here at Cape Fear, who unfortunately passed away of a heart condition some years back. Actually happened on the campus, I believe, at Oklahoma State, where he was working out for the basketball team or in preparation for his basketball season, and had a heart condition that was undetected until it was too late. So in honor of Tyrek Coger, Cape Fear hosts the Tyrek Coger Classic every year early in the season now, right before the Thanksgiving holiday. It's been a tradition here for several years now and will continue for quite some time. And shout out to Coger's brother, who has created the One-Hearted nonprofit to raise money for athletes all over the country to get tested for those type of conditions that may be underlying or something that may not be rightly seen for an athlete playing a sport. Purchased one of his shirts last year and wore it here yesterday to the game. So those are, I think, available either if you contact him or reach out online. One-Hearted is the nonprofit. But Cape Fear plays host to the South Georgia Jets here tonight, and you talk about a beatdown yesterday. The Jets got beat by 40, 93-53, losing to Brunswick. But we'll break down the starters for you real quick. South Georgia coming from, you guessed it, South Georgia. Starters for the visiting Jets: Hendrins Bartolus. Excuse me, let me get these starters corrected real quick. Starting with tip is won by South Georgia, chased down by number 20, Aiden Fitzgerald. He's joined on the court by another big, Mattia Vucic. Also starting, Daryl Boyd, Zion Briggs, and Hendrins Bartolus. And a steal there by Josiah Pierre Johnson, who joined the lineup last night. And a good start to the game here for Cape Fear. A little alley-oop, J.J. Moore to Avion Pinner for the bucket. J.J. Moore filled the stats sheet last night, having one of his better games in a Sea Devil uniform. That three is deep, no good. Rebound, Pinner. Starters for Cape Fear, Avion Pinner, as that's a turnover. Tipped in the lane, stolen away. On the other end, loose ball, who's gonna get it? Looks like that was off a Jet. Nope, off a Sea Devil. Starters for Cape Fear, Avion Pinner, Josiah Pierre Johnson, who joined the starting lineup yesterday and had his most impactful game thus far as a Sea Devil on campus. Pierre Johnson, Jefferson McLam, J.J. Moore, and the big Cooper Hawk. Deep three, no good. Loose ball, out of bounds. Possession goes to Cape Fear. Sea Devils, as mentioned, coming off a big win there themselves. Pulled away from Hartford Community College last night, 82-68 the final. Back and forth game in the first half, but Cape Fear just too much for the Fighting Owls last night in game one of the tournament for them. Hartford just could not make free throws down the stretch, and Cape Fear took full advantage and won that game by double digits. Pierre Johnson, three on the way, no good. Rebound, out of bounds, possession to the Jets. That's the first attempt by Pierre Johnson. A miss on the three. Pierre Johnson last night, player of the game in game one for Cape Fear, finished with 27 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a couple steals to go with the game high 27. Euro step through the lane. Can't finish. Bod. No good. Officials here for this second game this afternoon. J.J. Moore tries to find Hawk. Swatted out of bounds. Possession will stay with Cape Fear. As mentioned, though, the officials, Brian Ahmed, Sean Williams, and Luke Rakefield. Pierre Johnson, corner three. No good. Long rebound into the hands of a Jet. It's number 1, Hendrins Bartolus. Couple missed threes for Pierre Johnson. That's a travel called, another turnover. That's 3 turnovers in 4 possessions here to start the game for South Georgia Tech. Inbound goes to McLam. Able to grab it in traffic. The drive by Pierre Johnson can't finish. Pierre Johnson got off to a hot start last night. Today starts the game 0 for 3 from the field and deep. 3 on the way is good by Aiden Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald steals the pass on the other end. Nice play in the paint. A quick little 5-0 run gives the Jets their first lead of the afternoon. Good pass there by Pierre Johnson to find McLam. McLam drives, hangs, can't finish, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. McLam misses the field goal, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Jets coached by Chris Ballauer. I'm not sure. You know who that foul was on? Who was that foul on? You got that, Jada? Head coach Chris Ballauer. McLam able to hit both free throws. Cuts the deficit to 1. Ballauer, head coach of South Georgia Tech in year 4. Pinner drives, finishes. Steal fast break finish for Avion Pinner. He's got 4 of the team's first 6 points. Little one-man fast break was Pinner there, able to get the steal and finish. Good play there from Avion Pinner. Spin move, loses it. Picked up by number 4, who's rejected by Cooper Hawk. Loose ball, out of bounds, and another turnover by South Georgia. Cooper Hawk with the big block on that possession, though. Little full court pressure from South Georgia Tech. Cape Fear able to break it with ease. J.J. Moore with it, guarded on the outside there by number 1, Hendrins Bartolus. Deep 3 is good. Hey, who passed that to Jefferson? Give the assist to J.J. Moore. McLam hits his first 3 of the game. Drive by the big, moves his feet. That's a travel, that's a turnover. That's the 5th in the first 3 minutes and 51 seconds of game action. It's 5 turnovers already for South Georgia. Unfortunately, South Georgia's website not set up where it needs to be currently. Unable to tell you exactly what their record is heading into this game, but I know they are. Excuse me, actually, I could check it now. It looks like I might be able to put it together, but coming into this game, South Georgia Tech 1-5 on the season. Lone win coming against Shelton State Community College down in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, part of the Shelton State Classic. One and 5 coming into this game. First free throw no good from Hawk. Hits the second. 1 of 2 from the line on that trip is Cooper Hawk. Substitution, checking in for the first time, number 21, Dwight Brown, checks in for South Georgia Tech. J.J. Moore guarding the basketball over half court. Switch. Daryl Bod with it, loses it. Moore with the steal. And another turnover by South Georgia Tech. That is 6 as J.J. Moore gets the steal. Pinner with it, drives, can't finish. Hangs in the air, had it knocked out of his hands. Fitzgerald a little too soft on the layup attempt, but an offensive rebound and put back by number 10, Daryl Bod, who gets the finish. 10-7, South Georgia Tech. Here through the first 4.5 minutes of this game, looking like a different team than we saw yesterday, as they were down early and often to Brunswick, but down just 3 as Pinner called for the travel. That'll be a turnover by Cape Fear, their second of the first half. It's a media timeout, but we'll stay put here. Give you a rundown of some numbers from last night. As mentioned, Cape Fear with the big win, 82-68 over Hartford. And as mentioned, Josiah Pierre Johnson, the player of the game last night, having one of his better games since he's been on campus here in the short early part of the season for the Sea Devils. 27 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Just 1 turnover for Pierre Johnson yesterday. So overall, a great game from that young man who is in his first season under head coach Mark Lane. Pierre Johnson coming from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Attended Los Angeles Trade Tech College out west for 1 season. Sophomore here, 6'3", 200-pound sophomore. Can play all over the court for head coach Mark Lane. Plays guard, listed officially as a 6'3" guard, but can stretch the floor and guard bigs as well. Plays on both ends. One of the guys I like to call a hard hat player. It literally puts that hard hat on and gets on the court, does whatever his head coach needs him to do in this situation. Will be South Georgia basketball. 10-7, Sea Devils up, 15-13 to go here in the first half. It's number 15 bringing up the basketball, but I don't have a number 15, and that is a charge. Good call there by the official. J.J. Moore draws it. It's another turnover by South Georgia Tech. For South Georgia. And that 3 is good from McLam. Jefferson McLam starting on fire for the Sea Devils. That's his second made 3 of the game. Perfect 2 for 2 to start this game. That last substitution for the Jets, that's Jordan Dixon, number 15. Just had a hard time finding him on their roster. Gives it up, drive. It's number 14, Vaughn Prosser. Drive, fouled. That foul is on Amari Tillman, his first foul of the game. First team foul, 3 team fouls for the Jets, South Georgia. Pull up is there. Good looking jump shot there from Hendrins Bartolus. Able to rise on the baseline over his defender, and good looking form, and he hits it. Cuts the deficit back down to 4. Pierre Johnson almost out of bounds, pushed out of bounds. And a foul there. That foul's on Prosser. As Josh Laney is at the scorer's table. He'll check in for the first time this afternoon, as does Avion Pinner. Amari Tillman checked in at the last dead ball. He enters the game for the first time as well. On the court for Cape Fear, Laney, Tillman, Moore, Pinner, Pierre Johnson. On the other side, you got Dixon, Prosser, Willis, Bartolus, and number 21, Dwight Brown. Pinner saves it. Laney saves it too. Good play there by Laney. Lane telling his team he wants a shot. That shot was rejected by J.J. Moore. And a good find on the other end. Good defense to offense there for the Jets, and they aren't going anywhere currently. Tillman 3 on the other end, no good. Rebound Jets, chance to tie or take the lead. Something they have not been able to do since they have been down here in Wilmington the last 2 days. Not a bad game thus far out of the Jets, and head coach Chris Ballauer has to like what he sees early. 3, no good. Rebound Pierre Johnson, and they'll push the pace. Cross court to Moore. Moore finds Tillman. 3 on the way, no good from Tillman. An offensive foul called there by Pierre Johnson. Just the second team foul. Just the second team foul for Cape Fear. 4 for the Jets. 12:55 to go here in the first half. Sea Devils up 13-11. Close game through the first 7 and some change here. Both teams playing aggressive on the defensive end. Floater, no good by Prosser. Rebound by Moore, saves it. Out of bounds off a Jet. Heads up play there by Moore. He gets the rebound and throws it off a Jet as he was falling out of bounds. Possession to Cape Fear. They swing it. Moore thought about a 3, pump fake. Kicks it to Ferguson. Ferguson's 3 is good. Give the assist to J.J. Moore. Ben Ferguson hits his first attempt of the game. A big 3 off the bench as he checked in at that last dead ball. Entry pass into the paint. Double team comes. Back out. Drive by Willis. Lefty. Floater, no good. Rebound Amari Tillman. Sea Devils will try to push it. Gives it up. Back to Tillman, top of the key. Looks to drive out to Pinner. Pinner drives. Floho, no good. Finger roll in the paint, no good. Tried it. Didn't work. On the other end, rebound Pinner. Another fast break opportunity. Ferguson drives. Called for the travel. Bucket no good. Called for the travel. Turnover Sea Devils, just their 3rd of the first half. We'll take a quick break here live from the Schwartz Center, your home of the Cape Fear Sea Devils. 11:26 to go here in the first half. Sea Devils up 16-11. Back and forth game thus far. Jets did briefly have a little lead early in the first half, but Cape Fear maintained a one possession lead here over the last few minutes. Another steal, Cape Fear. Amari Tillman slams it home with the right hand. Another one-man fast break. We've seen a couple of those here early on as Tillman gets the steal, then the bucket. His first points of the game, and missed a couple threes prior to that field goal. Willis picks up his dribble, gives it up. They swing it. Prosser drives, floater, hangs, and a block called there as Avion Pinner thought he got there in time. That'll be his first foul of the game. Third team foul, 4 team fouls for the Jets. Cape Fear will be in the 1-and-1 on the next foul by the Jets. His head coach Mark Lane gets an explanation from the official as to what happened there. That's, I believe, Sean Williams, one of the officials on the floor this afternoon. First free throw no good from Prosser. Second free throw attempt from Prosser, no good. Rebound Ben Ferguson. Sea Devils will try to push it. Laney with it on the right wing, looks to drive. Cross court, kicked out of bounds. It was number 21, Dwight Brown. Josh Laney drives baseline, tries a cross-court pass there, kicked out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Sea Devils. Inbound goes to Pinner, looks to drive, out to Laney, top of the key. Laney finds Tillman. Tillman on the left wing, going baseline, kicks it back towards Laney at the top of the key. McLam with it now, on the right wing, out to Ferguson, corner, dribbles towards the right wing. Tries to find McLam there, was Tillman out of bounds. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Cape Fear will try to get a good attempt here. Just 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Inbound to McLam, out of bounds, off McLam. Possession will go to the Jets. First turnover of the game by Jefferson McLam. Pass not too bad. Was able to get both hands on it, therefore he'll be charged with the turnover. Pinner with the rebound. Point blank miss there by the big Matija Vucic. Pinner got that defensive rebound. Quick shot early in the shot clock on the other end by Ben Ferguson. No good. Head coach Mark Lane probably not happy about that early in the shot clock shot there, as that three is good on the other end by Jordan Dixon. And the Jets not going anywhere, down just 4. Ferguson, corner three, no good again. That's back-to-back misses by Ben Ferguson pretty early in the shot clock. We'll see if that draws a substitution from head coach Mark Lane. Vucic, guarded by Pinner. Good defense by Avion Pinner. Loose ball, steal by Avion Pinner. Picks up his dribble in the backcourt, but gives it up to Amari Tillman. Tillman back to Pinner. Pinner looks to drive, kicks it out. McLam thought about the three, pump fake, step back, no good. Pinner, put back, no good. Had a couple attempts. Gets the third put back. A couple offensive rebounds there by Pinner. Finally gets it to go on the third tip. Extends the lead up to 6, 20-14. Sea Devils up, just under 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Zion Briggs to drive. Ferguson, good defense, stays in front of him. Kicks it out to Jordan Dixon. Dixon with it now, guarded by Laney. 5 on the shot clock. Dixon thought about it. Drives, kicks it out. 3 on the way. Briggs, no good, but an offensive rebound and put back by the big Vucic. having himself a decent first half here for the Jets. McLam with it now, 20-16. Sea Devils up 4. A swing at top of the key. Pinner to Tillman. Corner 3. McLam on the way. Can't get the roll. Looked good out of his hand, but no good. McLam now 2 of 4 from the three-point line here in the first half. Sea Devils maintaining the lead, but just up 4 as the Jets continue to battle. Good offensive play by the Jets. Drive, kick out off the fingertips of Briggs, who saves it before it goes over half court. Throws up a wild 3, but that's a shot clock violation for the Jets. And for South Georgia Tech, that was their first turnover in several minutes of game action. They started the game with 6 quick turnovers over the first 4 minutes, but over the last 8 and some change, they've done a good job of holding on to the basketball, and that's resulted in just a 4-point deficit. But that there was their first turnover in several minutes. Now 8 turnovers here in the first half by the Jets. And for South Georgia Tech, if they want to stay in this game, they're going to have to limit those turnovers here down the stretch of the first half and into the second half. If they want to get in it and stay in it against Cape Fear, they will make them pay on the turnovers. And for Cape Fear, as you can see, and if you've tuned in at all here early part of the season, they like to get those defensive rebounds and run, try to catch the opposing team's defense before they get set and get back on the defensive end. So for Cape Fear, they've done that here early on, but the Jets have done a good job by simply making shots. If you want Cape Fear not to run on you like that, you just got to make shots and give your defense a chance to get back and set up before the Sea Devils get on a run. Cape Fear very good at running on those defensive rebounds, so we'll see if South Georgia Tech's able to limit that during this game. Caleb Gilmore checks in at that last dead ball. So does Cooper Hawk again, and he's rejected on the shot. Out of bounds, though. Possession will stay with Cape Fear. Vucic having his way here in the first half for the Jets. He's been a big part of this first half for South Georgia Tech. Done a good job on the defensive end and has been physical and in the paint on the offensive end for the Jets. McLam with it. Gives it up to Tillman. Tillman gets a screen. Looks to drive. Picks up his dribble. Kicks it to McLam, top of the key, dribbles towards the right wing, drives, gets by 2 defenders, floater with the left on the right side of the backboard is good. Jefferson McLam with a contested layup there, hits it, pushes the lead back up to 6, 22-16. Just under 7:15 to go here in the first half. Entry pass in the paint. Vucic again, but unable to get that one to go down. In and out. Hawk with the rebound. Sea Devils do what they like to do, try to run there, but South Georgia gets back, and McLam makes them pay. They got back on the defensive end, but nobody picked up McLam. And Jefferson McLam makes them pay. Hits the bucket. $12 points already here in the first half for McLam. A couple threes, a couple made free throws, and a couple twos. Rejected, and a hard fall there by Dixon on the block from Hawk. No foul. Gilmore, 3, no good. Gilmore missed his first 3-point attempt of the game. But an offensive rebound by Pierre Johnson gives the Sea Devils another possession, and then Amari Tillman hits the fadeaway jumper. Amari Tillman, his first bucket of the game, his second bucket of the game. He's 2 for 2 from the field thus far. Couple twos. Couple misses from deep. 4 points for Amari Tillman. Dribble handoff to number 10, Bod, guarded by Jefferson McLam. Gives it up, number 1, just behind the free throw line right there. That was Bartolus. That foul called on Cooper Hawk. That's his first. That's just the 4th team foul of the first half. 5:42 to go here in the first half, and the Sea Devils playing a clean game thus far here in the first half on the defensive end. Drive, rejected again by Cooper Hawk. Cleaning up that mess there on the defensive end. Almost gets another one, but a good fight and finish there by the Jets. Pierre Johnson on the other end, rejected out of bounds. Cooper Hawk already 3 blocks here in the first half. Pierre Johnson has his shot attempt rejected out of bounds on the layup attempt. Gilmore gets the inbound, and a foul called on number 10, Daryl Bod. Tries to force the jump ball. Got a little elbow. Trying to get 2 hands on the basketball. Called for the foul. 5th team foul. Sea Devils will be in the 1-and-1 here for the remainder of the first half. 5:22 to go in the first half. Sea Devils swing it. Tillman almost loses the handle there, but gets it back. Pull up. In and out, but a big boy rebound from Cooper Hawk. Gives the Sea Devils another opportunity. Gilmore with the shot attempt, no good. Misses back-to-back threes. Does Gilmore. And a hold behind the back there. It's the 6th team foul. Inbound goes to Gilmore. Gilmore drives, defender falls down, can't finish. Loose ball. Grabbed by a Jet.
Yo, aren't we in the bonus now? That's 16 fouls, right? For them? We should have been. That foul should have been in the 1-and-1, right?
No, I got 6 for them.
That was number 6. What was that, a turnover? I thought it was on 6.
No, the 7.
It's this on 7?
Sea Devils up 26-18, 4:35 to go here in the first half. A lot of contact there. And that's a foul on number 10, Daryl Bod. Sea Devils now in the 1-and-1. Daryl Bod. As the officials have a conversation. As I think head official Brian Ahmad having a conversation with Luke Rakefield about the foul. But called a foul on number 10, trying to fight through that screen. A lot of contact as J.J. Moore. First free throw good from Moore.
23.
Sea Devils trying to extend that lead. Second free throw good from Moore. Sea Devils, largest lead of the game, up 10, 28-18. As head coach Belauer not happy with that previous call. Sees his team go down double digits now. Good pass into the paint. Unable to finish the dunk, though. J.J. Moore with the rebound on fast break. Nice pass from Pierre Johnson. Unable to finish, though, is Cape Fear. And a travel turnover. Caleb Gilmore called for the travel. (28-20), 3:52 to go. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with more first half action here live from the Schwartz Center. (28-20), Sea Devils up, 3:45 to go here in the first half. Almost a steal there, but Briggs grabs it. He's tripped up. That is a foul. Let's see who gets called for it. Is it J.J. Moore? No, it's not. That'll be Caleb Gilmore called for the foul. 4th team foul for Cape Fear. 8 team fouls for the Jets. Sea Devils in the 1-1 for the remainder of the first half. Couple more. The Jets will have the same. Looks like a zone here from Cape Fear. Little 2-1-2. Pinner pops out. Hawk right there, though. Offensive rebound putback, no good. I think Pinner got a piece of that. He'll get credit for the partial block and then the rebound by Cooper Hawk. And a foul on the Jets. That'll send Hawk to the line for a 1-1 opportunity. Let's see if the Sea Devils can capitalize on that. 5 of 6 from the line as a team to start this game is Cape Fear. First free throw by Hawk, short, no good. Cooper Hawk 1 of 3 from the free throw line here in the first half. Sea Devils up still by just 8, 28-20. Just over 3 minutes to go. 3, no. Thought about it, did Briggs, but he backs up back towards the half-court line, guarded by Pierre Johnson. Drive by Briggs, good find. Able to find the cutting Dwight Brown under the basket for the easy bucket. And if they're able to break that zone with the dribble penetration, they will be able to find those open cutters going between the zone there. Good offensive play there by the Jets. Moore, pull up, no good. Rebound, loose ball, almost lost it out of bounds. Out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Jets. 2:32 in the first half left. Jefferson McLam will check in. Comes back into the game for Caleb Gilmore. Inbound goes to Briggs. Briggs guarded by J.J. Moore. Out, drive. Cut off by Pinner. Good defense there by Pinner on Fitzgerald. That jumper's no good. Rebound putback no good, but a defensive rebound now by Cooper Hawk. Gets it up to Moore. Moore now with it. Swings it to Pierre Johnson. Pierre Johnson looks to drive. Goes right at Fitzgerald. Up and in. Pierre Johnson, his first made field goal of the game here today. First points for Pierre Johnson. Able to finish through the contact and get the bucket. Fitzgerald, other end, 3, no good. Long rebound. into the hands of a Jet. Dwight Brown finds Briggs. Briggs 3 attempt, no good. Another offensive rebound, put back, no good. Another offensive rebound. That time he has it swatted out of his hands, and Pinner picks up the rebound. Pressure on Pinner, gets it away. Pierre Johnson, other end, 3, no good. Rebound into the hands of J.J. Moore. Tip good by Pierre Johnson. Pierre Johnson with the offensive rebound putback. McLam with the steal and finish. Jefferson McLam, another one-man fast break there. We've seen a few of those here in the first half. McLam with one, Pinner with one, J.J. Moore with one. All able to get steals and finishes, as that bucket is good on the other end. Good answer there from the Jets. That's Hendrins Bartolus. Will stay put after the timeout. 55.8 seconds to go. Sea Devils up 34-24. But a difference of a day. Obviously big for the Jets, as they have come out and looked like a completely different team here in the first half of this game. A combination of Hendrins Bartolus, Aiden Fitzgerald, and their big Matija Vucic. And Vucic, a 6'11", 245-pound sophomore, freshman from Belgrade, Serbia. The Serbian having himself a first half on both ends of the court. Done it on the defensive end as well as able to finish in the paint with the size advantage. Cape Fear, not many guys that can match up with Vucic size-wise. By far the tallest guy on either roster, 6'11", close to 7 foot. We'll see if they're able to continue to utilize him on both ends of the court. Hawk drives. Floater no good. Loose ball, rebound Jets. It's like a floating underhand hook by Cooper Hawk. Not necessarily the best looking shot, but got it up. Timeout Jets as head coach Belauer wants to talk it over with his team and get a good shot here on potentially their final possession of the first half, down 10, just 38.8 seconds to go. Ten-point lead for the Sea Devils, 34-24. And it's been a transition battle thus far. Both teams trying to get out and run when they can. Cape Fear, obviously that's kind of their calling card on the offensive end, is let good defense and defensive rebounds lead to runs on the offensive end as Briggs falls down but able to get it away. 15 seconds on the shot clock, about a 12-second difference in shot clock and game clock. Drive, hang, can't finish. Then the tip putback gets stuck between the backboard and the rim. Jump ball called. Possession will be with Cape Fear. 14.5 seconds left. Pierre Johnson will check out. Amari Tillman will check in for the Sea Devils. Let's see if Cape Fear tries to hold it for the last shot of the half as Amari Tillman gets the inbound. He'll get over half court with just under 10 seconds to go. A lot of contact. Tipped out of bounds as Tillman tries to find more. 4 seconds. 2 more. Pulls up. Three off, no good. Looked like he was trying to draw the contact. Not much contact. And that'll do it for the first half. We'll take a break at the half here, live from the Schwartz Center, your home of the Sea Devils. Cape Fear up 34-24 at the half. We'll be back with second half action and a little first half recap when we come back here live from the Schwartz Center. I'm your voice of the Sea Devils, Elijah Mize. Cape Fear up 10 at the break. welcome back here live from the Schwartz Center, your home of the Cape Fear Sea Devils. Sea Devils up 34-24 at the half. Quick first half breakdown. Back and forth game thus far. Sea Devils with their largest lead of the game at the break, up 10. Had the lead as high as 11, but the Jets battling today as last night was a blowout for them. Brunswick beat them by 40. But looking like a different team here this afternoon in this game at the break. Leading scorer for the Jets at the half, 6 points for Daryl Bod, number 10. And they've had a good game thus far in the first half from their big, Vucic, number 34. Also having a decent game thus far. Just 2 points. Quick bucket here to start the half, though, for the Jets. Cuts the deficit to 8. Sea Devils at the half. Jefferson McLam leading Cape Fear with 14 at the break. Another good scoring game, effective by Jefferson McLam. Does lead the team in scoring, averaging just under 20 a game as Pinner's fouled there. That foul is on number 10, Daryl Bod. Jefferson already more than halfway to his season average of 19.3 a game. This young man is a scoring machine this season for the Sea Devils. Pinner will go to the line to shoot 2 on the court for the Sea Devils to start the second half. As that free throw rattles in and out for Pinner, his first attempt is a miss from the line. On the court for Cape Fear, J.J. Moore, Josiah Pierre Johnson, Avion Pinner, Cooper Hawk, and Jefferson McLam. Starting 5 back on the court for Cape Fear to start the second half. On the other end, as that second free throw rattles in and out as well, Cape Fear going to have to fix the missed free throws. 2 misses to start the half, 2 misses in the first half, but they'll have to try to get that right. On the court for the Jets with the basketball, number 1, Hendrens Bartolus. Miss, rebound to Jefferson McLam. Sea Devils try to push it. Drive by Moore. Kicks it out to Pinner. Pinner to Pierre Johnson. Pierre Johnson spins and called for the travel. A little bit of contact there, but not enough to garner the foul. On the court for the Jets, number 1, Hendrens Bartolus. Number 4, Zion Briggs. Number 10, Daryl Bod. Bod is not in, as that 3 is good from Fitzgerald. On the court, as mentioned, for the Jets, Fitzgerald, Briggs, Bartolus. Vaughn Prosser and number 21, Dwight Brown. Brown and Prosser, the difference between the starters, they did not start the game, but currently start the second half for the Jets. Looks like a little bit of a size matchup here for the Jets. The Jets, plenty of length and size up and down their roster. Not a problem for them to match up with Cape Fear. Moore with a deep 3. No good, in and out, off the side of the rim. Out of bounds, possession will stay with Cape Fear. Moore with the missed 3. 0 for 2 from deep to start this game is Moore. McLam can't hit the point blank jumper, misses. Rebound out in transition will go the Jets. Hand off to Fitzgerald, another 3 on the way, and he hits it. Aiden Fitzgerald, 6-0 run, cuts the deficit to 2. 8-0 run to start the half here for the Jets, as they are still in this game. A blocking foul called there as Pinner tries to drive. That foul is called on Vaughn Prosser. .18:07 to go here in the second half, and the Jets thus far not going anywhere, playing a Completely different style of game here today. As mentioned, they lost by 40 yesterday to Brunswick. That three is no good from Pierre Johnson. And for Cape Fear, they're going to have to do a better job getting better shots on the offensive end because the Jets have figured it out on the offensive end for themselves. Aiden Fitzgerald, a big part of that. Bartolus with it, swings it to Briggs. Briggs gets the screen, looking for Fitzgerald, but looks to drive. Goes at J.J. Moore. Nice pass, but ends up into the hands of Pierre Johnson. Good steal there from Pierre Johnson. Fast break on the other end. McLam has it swiped away by Prosser. Another good transition defense stop there by the Jets. Able to knock it out of bounds, prevent an easy fast break for Cape Fear, and able to get their defense back and set. And that's stolen away. J.J. Moore, ill-advised inbound pass. And Fitzgerald finishes on the other end. And that's a 10-0 run to start the second half and ties the game at 34. Pinner drives, throws up a wild layup attempt, no good. Wanted the contact, doesn't get the call. Fast break on the other end. Finish, no good. Loose ball, grabbed by Prosser, and he is fouled. 10-0 run to start the second half for the Jets. And another bucket that gives the Jets the lead. And they take the lead for the first time since early in this game as McLam answers on the other end. McLam with the three. Drive on the other end, foul on Cape Fear. That'll probably send, that foul's called on Cooper Hawk, his second foul of the game, and that'll send Prosser to the line to shoot two. First free throw is good, ties the game back up. 37. Both free throws, second free throw, no good. Second free throw was good. Gives the Jets the lead once again, 38-37. And as mentioned, a complete 360 when you're talking about what the team looks like today. The Jets looking way better than they did yesterday. Through the first 23 and change of this game, you would not think the Jets were a team that lost by 40 last night to Brunswick Community College, and the Dolphins from Brunswick County Community College across the bridge in Leland, not too far from Cape Fear here. Another quality Region 10 team in Brunswick beat up on the Jets, won that game by a total of 40 points and pulled away in the second half of that game. But the Jets look completely different here tonight. This afternoon, as they have a 1-point lead, their first lead since early in the first half. They took a 6-4 lead, but did not lead once again in the first half, but come out in the second half and go on a 12-0 run to start the half and take the lead. Jefferson McLam hit a three to stop the bleeding for Cape Fear, but a 14-3 run to start this second half has the Jets up one. Avion Pinner will inbound to J.J. Moore. Jets not pressuring full court, but Briggs will pick up J.J. Moore just over half court, and a foul called there on Prosser. Prosser with the foul. Third foul on Prosser, and he'll check out. Jordan Dixon will check in for Prosser. Moore gets the inbound, just over half court. Gives it up to Jefferson. Jefferson finds Hawk, good pass. Hawk, reverse layup attempt, no good, blocked, but saves it. Gives it up to Pierre Johnson. He'll drive and finish. Good finish there from Pierre Johnson, plus the foul. He'll go to the line with a chance to shoot 2. Pierre Johnson able to grab the loose ball and go to the line after the bucket. Gives Cape Fear a 1-point lead. Hits the free throw. Cape Fear back up 2. First attempt from the line for Pierre Johnson. Little zone press here, full court for Cape Fear. And Jefferson McLam fouls Dixon just over half court. McLam's first foul. Cape Fear, that's just their 3rd team foul of the half. Jets with 4 team fouls here to start the half. Loose ball stolen by McLam. Finds Pierre Johnson on the break. Out of bounds. Good defense in transition there by Fitzgerald. Able to force the ball out of bounds and allow his defense to get back and get set. Cape Fear will inbound. Moore finds Avion Pinner. Pinner drives. Pump fake. Floater. In and out. No good. Hawk tip. Rebound. No good. Back to Pierre Johnson. He gets the offensive rebound. Gives it up to McLam. 3. No good. Pierre Johnson, another offensive rebound. Finds Hawk. Hawk rejected. Pierre Johnson almost with the steal, but Briggs gets it. Finds Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to Dixon. Dixon rejected by Hawk. And Hawk called for the foul. That's going to be his 3rd foul of the game. Looked like he went straight up and down there on that attempt, but called for the foul. That'll send Jordan Dixon in the line to shoot 2. Chance to tie this game back up at 40 apiece. Good start to the second half here for the Jets as that one's in and out. And that is one thing we saw yesterday with Hartford playing Cape Fear. You have to make your free throws. If you want to beat Cape Fear, I think most teams are going to realize, especially when conference play starts, that if you want to beat Cape Fear, you're going to have to make your free opportunities. Rebound, Cooper Hawk. 2 missed free throws on that trip by the Jets. And for a team like the South Georgia Tech Jets, they're going to have to make their free throws. As I mentioned before, if they want to stay in this game and have a chance at upsetting Cape Fear, they're going to have to make those. Josh Laney, pull-up jumper is good. And I know that feels good for Josh Laney. Not happy with how he played yesterday, but able to hit his first attempt of the game. Extends the lead up to 4 for Cape Fear. Dribble handoff, Fitzgerald 3, good. As that young man is on fire here in the second half. Cuts the deficit to 1, 42-41, Cape Fear up. Looks like a little bit of a zone here from the Jets. Laney for 3, no good. Rebound, Vucic. For Josh Laney, didn't play minutes in the first half, but out here in the second half for head coach Mark Lane, being aggressive on the offensive end. Not necessarily a bad shot attempt there, but doesn't fall for Laney. Cape Fear going back to man-to-man. Turnaround hook, no good. Rebound, Amari Tillman. J.J. Moore drives. Up and under, no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul is called on number 21, Dwight Brown. Looks like Demaje Osborne will check in for the first time this afternoon. Let's see who Osborne checks in for. First free throw good from Moore. Moore perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line here in this game. As Osborne checks in for Cooper Hawk. Hawk will head to the bench with 3 fouls. Second free throw attempt from Moore is good. Moore stays perfect at the line, 4 for 4 here this afternoon. Briggs will bring it up. Guarded 3/4 court by J.J. Moore. Good matchup here between 2 smaller point guards. J.J. Moore able to stay in front of Briggs. Good defense by J.J. Moore. Gets the tip. Not a backcourt violation because it was tipped. Briggs inbound, entry pass into the post to Vucic, who goes right around Osborne, out of bounds. Good hustle there by Fitzgerald. Out of bounds was Fitzgerald on the loose ball. Sea Devils up 1, 44-43. Just over 13 minutes to go. Good screen there by Osborne. Got Moore free. Osborne will take the 3. No good. Jump ball here. Osborne, not sure if he's the guy head coach Mark Lane wants shooting 3s. I know he's all about the open shot. Take it. But Osborne might have been better off swinging it there. Fortunately for him, Amari Tillman was able to cause the jump ball on the offensive rebound. Moore with it. Gets the screen from Osborne. Swings it to Osborne. Thought about the 3. Gets around his defender and finishes. Demaje Osborne. Good looking offensive play there. As the pump fake gets his defender up in the air, gets around the help defense and finishes with the layup. Briggs with it, gets around Laney, into the paint, goes right at Osborne and finishes. Good play there by Zion Briggs. Able to cut the deficit back down to 1. Cape Fear has their work cut out for him here this afternoon. Moore drives and answers right back at Briggs. First made field goal of the afternoon for J.J. Moore. Had 4 points prior to that layup. All came from the free throw line. Drive by Dixon. Floater and the foul. J.J. Moore swatted. Got his left arm on the drive, trying to swat the ball away. He'll get called for the foul and a chance to tie the game for the Jets here. Down 1, 48-47. Checking in, Darius Willis checks in for the first time this afternoon for the Jets. And as you can see, head coach Belauer, pretty deep bench for the Jets. Not scared to go to it early and often. He has done so as that free throw is good, ties the game at 48. J.J. Moore will bring it up over half court. Little 2-3 zone here from the Jets. Tillman back to Moore. Thought about a 3, gives it up to Osborne. They swing it. Back to Tillman, back to Moore. Moore wide open, deep 3, top of the key, good. Moore hits the 3, his first made 3-pointer of the game. Give Amari Tillman the assist. As Cape Fear, those opportunities will be here if the Jets stay in a zone. It's just a matter of if Cape Fear can knock him down. Fitzgerald will try to answer. His 3 is good. This man is on fire from deep. Ties the game. Tillman thought about a three. He'll pull up mid-range jumper, no good, but an offensive rebound by Avion Pinner gives the Sea Devils another opportunity. Osborne with it. Tries to find Pinner. That's a turnover. Stolen away by the Jets. First turnover of the game for the Jets. And for Osborne. Floater, no good. Loose ball, tipped around. Pinner tried to get it. And it will be Cape Fear basketball. I think that went out of bounds, and Pinner able to give the Sea Devils the possession. Tied game, 51-51, 10:54 to go here in the second half. Sea Devils got their work cut out for them. Close game. We'll be back after the break. Osborne for three, hits it. Give the assist to Moore. And a good play there out of the timeout. Out of the media timeout. Osborne hits the three. Cape Fear up three. Fitzgerald unable to answer on the other end. Rebound Josh Laney. Laney open. Corner three. Got it. Josh Laney. Little redemption here this afternoon for Laney, as he did not have his best offensive performance yesterday. More turnovers than points in the game a day ago. But looking good here early in the second half, as that's too easy of a bucket there by Dwight Brown. No help comes in the paint, and he finishes. Osborne, another three. No good. Rebound Jets. Osborne, 1 of 3 from the three-point line this afternoon.
3 seconds! 3 seconds!
Hook shot good. Vucic able to finish right over Osborne. Vucic has about a 4-inch advantage over Osborne, and well over a 7-foot wingspan for Vucic. J.J. Moore, three, got it! Big three from J.J. Moore, his second made three-pointer of the afternoon. Big one there, extends the lead up to 5, just over 9 minutes to go, a game time. Vucic with it again, thought about it, the jumper, goes right at Osborne. Layup attempt, no good. Hits the bottom, looked like of the rim there. Offensive rebound, though. Dixon with it. Bounce pass. Almost a turnover there, but Dwight Brown able to chase it down. As you can hear, head coach Mark Lane yelling for a 3-second call. Dixon, looks like that was off his leg. No, it was not. off a Sea Devil out of bounds.
3 seconds.
His head coach Mark Lane yelling 3 seconds. Official Luke Brakefield says, I hear you, coach.
Hey, you got switch.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Jets are going to have to get one up quick. Shot is good. Brown hits the baseline jumper, cuts the deficit back down to 3, 60-57. Pinner almost loses it there. Good hands by Dixon, but unable to come away with the steal. J.J. Moore with it now. Let's see if he tries to split that zone as Dixon pops out on him. Still a 2-3 zone from the Jets. Cape Fear going to have to be smart with their decision-making here on the offensive end. Laney drives, throws it away as he's falling out of bounds. Not the pass he wanted there. Fitzgerald, 3, no good, but a foul called. As it looked like J.J. Moore probably got in his landing area. Excuse me, not J.J. That was number 24, Demaje Osborne. I believe that's Osborne's first foul of the game. That'll send Fitzgerald to the line to shoot 3. Opportunity to tie the game. 60-57 Cape Fear currently leads. Jefferson McLam at the scorer's table to check in at the next dead ball. First free throw is good from Fitzgerald. 2 more. Second free throw is good, and Fitzgerald doing exactly what his team needs him to do here is hit those free opportunities. First 2 free throws good. Fitzgerald an opportunity to tie this game if he makes it here. And as mentioned throughout, Cape Fear's got their work cut out for him. It's been a back and forth game. Only 3 different lead changes, but South Georgia Tech ties it at 60. 8 minutes to go. Screen set by Hawk. McLam gives it up to Pinner. Pinner to Laney. Laney back to Hawk, top of the key. Moore with it now. Guarded by Fitzgerald. Size mismatch there. Moore picks up his dribble and finds Hawk. Hawk will back down his smaller defender, kicks it out to Lamb. Lamb drives. McLam. Baseline jumper, no good, but a foul on the offensive rebound attempt. The foul's on Jordan Dixon. Second foul on Dixon. 7:38 to go, media timeout. Assistant coach Mason Mullins reminded Sean Williams, the official, hey, we want that media break. 60 all, 7:38 to go. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. More second half action here live from the Schwartz Center, your home of the Sea Devils. J.J. Moore unable to find Pinner in the paint there as that pass hit the backboard and went right to a Jet. Turnover Sea Devils. 60 all, 7:23 to go. Pass goes out to Willis. Willis drives on Moore. Moore. Jump ball called. Possession will stay with Winnipeg. Excuse me. Almost called them the Winnipeg Jets. I'm not even really a hockey fan, but possession will stay with the Jets. J.J. Moore was able to get his hands on it, force the jump ball, but possession will stay with the Jets. And Pinner, unable to stay in front of Fitzgerald, trips him up, foul called. And that'll be a 1-and-1 now here for the Jets. That's Pinner's second foul. And now both teams will be in the 1-and-1 for the remainder of this game. 7:14 to go in the second half. First free throw good from Fitzgerald. Gives the Jets their second lead of the second half. There's been 4 lead changes in this game now, and I expect a few more here before this game's over. Second free throw good. Jets lead by 2, 62-60, as we approach the 7-minute mark remaining in the second half. Laney with it now, looking for a screen. Drives left, gets Rise, defender. Kicks it out to Moore. Moore will drive. Almost loses his footing there. Gives it up to Lamb. Laney with it. Should have went up with the floater there. As Hawk loses it, turnover. Fitzgerald 3, no good. Loose ball tipped around. Unfortunately for Laney, he'll get charged with that turnover on the pass to Hawk. Laney will check out.
Hey, smash! Smash!
As Pierre Johnson checks in for Josh Laney. Good defense on the other end, though, in transition for Cape Fear. Forces another turnover by the Jets. Just 3 second-half turnovers for the Jets. They have done a better job maintaining the possessions here, as that one's out of bounds off a Jet. Possession will stay with Cape Fear. Pinner will inbound to J.J. Moore. 6:25 to go here in the second half. Moore to Pinner. Pinner thought about a 3, shuffled his feet though, and that'll be a turnover by the Sea Devils. Third turnover by Avion Pinner. 12 turnovers by Cape Fear on the game. Gonna have to do a better job keeping possession in the second half if they want to come back. And Moore with the easy steal and finish. Looked like it was thrown right to him, but a miscommunication there by the Jets results in an easy bucket for Cape Fear. That's the last thing the Jets needed there. Now the game's tied at 62. Third time this game has been tied in the second half. Fitzgerald swings it. Willis with it now. Gets a screen, pulls up, lefty, in and out, no good. Rebound J.J. Moore. He'll push it. Moore to Pinner. Pinner to Pierre Johnson. He'll pull up. His mid-range jumper is good. Just in front of the three-point line. Pierre Johnson hits it. 9 points now for Pierre Johnson after 27 yesterday. Trying to keep his team in it as the Sea Devils take a 2-point lead. Drive. Finish, no good, but he gets his own offensive rebound. Put back, no good. Tip ball into the hands of Pierre Johnson. Good defensive possession there, but several opportunities by Dwight Brown, unable to finish. Moore has it poked away. Jets in transition. Layup, no good by Dixon, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Pierre Johnson. His second foul. 8th team foul for Cape Fear as they're fastly approaching putting the Jets in the double bonus, which is not what they want with 5 minutes remaining in this game, a one-possession game. Jets far from out of it, as that first free throw is good. Second free throw from Dixon is good, ties the game at 64. Just under 5 to go. Pierre Johnson, nice pass by Pierre Johnson. Got in the air, both defenders went with him. And the bounce pass to a wide open Cooper Hawk. And Hawk knows what to do, finishes with the two-handed flush. Good play there by Pierre Johnson. Puts the Sea Devils back up 2. And good defense on the other end by Pierre Johnson. Able to tip it. Swatted it out of the hands of Fitzgerald. Looked like that could have gone either way, but possession will stay with the Jets. 15 turnovers, though, for the Jets. That one not a turnover. Close to it. Fitzgerald open, 3, off. Offensive rebound, though, by Dixon. His putback is no good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul was on Jefferson McLam, his second of the game. Free throw is good. Dixon hits the other free throw. Dixon done a good job at the line in the second half. Game tied at 66. Pierre Johnson with it. Looks to drive on Fitzgerald. Spin move. Goes with it and finishes over Fitzgerald. Pierre Johnson taking over in the second half. His playmaking ability has kept Cape Fear in it. Gives him another 2-point lead. 68-66 as we approach the 4-minute mark. Fitzgerald with it. He drives. Tries to find the cutting Bartolus. Bartolus unable to gather it. Out of bounds. Turnover to Cape Fear, up 2, 4:02 to go. 16 turnovers by the Jets. And none potentially bigger than that here with 4 minutes to go. Potentially a 4-point swing right there if Cape Fear is able to answer. Went from potentially tying the game to down 4 if the Sea Devils get a bucket here. Pierre Johnson unable to hit, but a big rebound by Cooper Hawk. And he's fouled on the putback attempt, and he'll go to the line. It's the 7th rebound of the game for Cooper Hawk. 3rd offensive rebound. That'll draw a timeout here, media timeout at the break. And we'll take a break here. 3:48 to go. Sea Devils up 68-66. We'll be right back. The final 3:48 of Game Act. First free throw attempt out of the break by Hawk is no good. Second attempt, he gets the friendly shooter's roll. That one is good. Hawk now 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Sea Devils up 3. 3:40 to go here in the second half. Pierre Johnson guarding Fitzgerald. That's a good matchup right there. Fitzgerald has killed the Sea Devils in the second half. Excuse me, another call there on the shot attempt. Foul called on Avion Pinner. That's his third. Not sure where the contact was there as the official, Sean Williams, called it on the arm. Got him on the arm on the way up. First free throw is good from Bartolus. Two-point lead for Cape Fear. Now just a 1-point lead after Bartolus makes both free throws. J.J. Moore will bring it up. 3:30 to go here as he crosses the half-court line. Thought about giving it up to McLam. Good ball denial there by Bartolus. Moore drives, finishes. J.J. Moore able to get to the bucket and finish. Not too many defenders that can stay in front of J.J. Moore on the offensive end for Cape Fear. Briggs in the corner, drives baseline, gets around J.J. Moore. Close to a 3-second there. Pump fake, gets his defender in the air. Loose ball, and the finish by Bartolus. I don't even think that pass was to him as Fitzgerald was cutting baseline behind him. 71-70, Sea Devils up 1. Pierre Johnson with it, he'll look to drive. Goes right at his defender. Jump ball called. Possession will stay with Cape Fear. (71-70). Jump ball does not result in a shot clock reset. Therefore, it's back to 15. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 2:36 on the game clock. Sea Devils up 71-70 with possession. Hawk was wide open, cutting baseline in the paint. J.J. Moore unable to find him, but he finds Avion Pinner, who knows what to do with it. Pinner now 4 of 9 from the field. 8 points for Avion Pinner. Approaching a double-double. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block. Pinner done a little bit of everything here this afternoon for Cape Fear. Briggs with it. He'll shoot the 3. Up. No good. Rebound, Cooper Hawk. Drive. Finish by McLam. Avion Pinner with the assist. Jefferson McLam with the bucket. And that's a big bucket right there for Cape Fear. Extends the lead up 2 possessions now, 75-70. Just under 2 minutes to go. As head coach Bauer wants a timeout to talk it over with his guys. 1:54 to go. Sea Devils up 75-70. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. The final 2 minutes of the game. 1:54 to go here in the second half. Back and forth game. Sea Devils up 5 on the court for Cape Fear. Jefferson McLam, J.J. Moore, Cooper Hawk, Avion Pinner, Josiah Pierre Johnson. On the court for the Jets, Jordan Dixon, Zion Briggs, Hendrins Bartolus, Dwight Brown, and Aiden Fitzgerald. 1:45 to go. Fitzgerald with it, pulls up, 3, no good, off the side of the backboard. Rebound J.J. Moore, but he is fouled. 1-and-1 opportunity here for Cape Fear as J.J. Moore, the defensive rebound, fouled, and he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. Tough break there for the Jets as looked like Moore was fouled there, coming down with the rebound. For the Jets, probably thought it was a loose ball, but a foul. Moore will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Opportunity to extend it to a 7-point lead here. 3-possession lead. Hits the first. We'll stay put, breaking the action. Timeout after the made free throw by J.J. Moore. Moore is a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Moore now 17 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. J.J. Moore having himself an afternoon here at the Schwartz Center. Been a big part of the second. As this game was tied at 64-64 at the 5-minute mark. But for Cape Fear, they've gone on a 12-6 run over the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds of game action to go up 6. Opportunity to extend the lead to 7 here if Moore hits the free throw. 3-possession lead if he does so. Moore at the line. Free throw up and good. Moore stays perfect at the line. Perfect 6 of 6 at the free throw line is J.J. Moore tonight. Technically this afternoon. Briggs finds Dixon. Jets need a basket and a stop. Corner, thought about a 3, almost traveled. Travels there though. Unfortunately for the Jets, you couldn't pick a worse time for their 17th turnover, as that could end up being the dagger right there. If Cape Fear is able to get a bucket here, it may be all but over for the Jets. Applying some full court pressure here. Pinner into Moore. Moore to McLam. And a foul called on Briggs. And that'll send Moore to the line. That's probably the last guy you want to send to the free throw line if you're the Jets. J.J. Moore is a perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line this afternoon as he'll look to extend this lead. Sea Devils up 7. First free throw up and good from Moore as he continues to be perfect at the line. Another opportunity for Moore. His 7th and 8th free throw attempt of the game on this trip. Misses. Unfortunately, I don't believe in jinxes myself. Actually, I do, but I hope that wasn't me. Layup no good. Rebound tipped around into the hands of Cooper Hawk. And that could do it. 1:04 to go. Pinner gets that one as Fitzgerald hits Pinner on the side of the head there. And Fitzgerald called for the foul as his three-point prowess was huge in the second half for the Jets, but not enough as Pinner will go to the line with a chance to ice it and put the Sea Devils up 10. And that 10-point lead, definitely not a good tell of how the second half was. This was a battle for Cape Fear as Pinner hits the first free throw. 1:01 to go. Second free throw, good, as Pinner may have iced it there. He hits his next two free throws, started 0 of 2 from the line, but hits his last two. .101 to go here in the second half, and for the Jets, just too much from Cape Fear down the stretch. This game was tied at 64 all, 5 minutes to go. But over the next 4 minutes of game time, Sea Devils on a 16-6 run for Cape Fear over the last 4 minutes, of game action. Jets need a quick three. Drive, attempt, no good, but he'll go to the line. As that's number 10, 12 called with the foul. Number 21, that's Cooper Hawk. It's the fourth foul on Cooper Hawk. Now send number 10 to the line. That's Daryl Bod, and he misses the first free throw. And other than Fitzgerald, who has consistently hit his free throws, along with Jordan Dixon, it's been a little bit of a bugaboo for the Jets. They have not had consistency at the line. As Bod hits the second, 54.2 to go. Close to a 5-second call as Hawk gets the inbound. J.J. Moore gets it over half court, and he'll slow it down. 45 seconds to go, and a foul there on Zion Briggs. And that'll send Moore to the line to all but ice the game with 44.8 seconds to go. That fall was on Briggs. That's Briggs' first foul of the game. First free throw, good from Moore. Moore now 8 of 9 from the line tonight. Second free throw from Moore. Gets the shooter's roll. It's good. Moore 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Drive by Jordan Dixon. Floater, no good. Rebound Avion Pinner, and that may all but do it. Pinner, that's his 5th defensive rebound, has 9 rebounds total. Moore gets it over to McLam. 20:15 on the shot clock, about a 5-second difference between game clock and shot clock. With J.J. Moore, has it just in front of the half-court line. He'll drive, goes back out, kicks it out to Hawk, and a shot clock violation. It's a turnover by the Sea Devils, but they'll take it to run the clock out. Just 5.5 left. Sea Devils up 82-71, and Briggs will get it, run out the clock. Finishes, and that'll do it. 82-73 final. Sea Devils win. And we'll take a quick break here live from the Schwartz Center, and we'll be back with a post-game recap and a look ahead for the Sea Devils. 82-73 final from the Schwartz Center. Sea Devils win. We'll be back with a post-game recap from yours truly, the voice of the Sea Devils, Elijah Mize. And hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here live courtside at the Joe and Barbara Schwartz Center. I'm your voice of the Sea Devils, Elijah Mize. Cape Fear 82-73 final over South Georgia Tech. And honestly, score not 100% the vibe of the game, if you ask me, because this was a game that saw 5 different lead changes throughout the second half. First half, dominated by Cape Fear. Honestly, looked like Cape Fear had a chance to run away with it based on the first half, as South Georgia Tech had one lead early in the game, but did not take the lead again until the second half. And for South Georgia Tech, to start the second half, a 10-0 run that went into a 12-2 run. Game was tied at 34-all to start the second half. On a 10-0 run, South Georgia went to start really 12-0 run to start the second half. Saw them take the lead by 2, but Cape Fear able to battle back and ultimately win this game 82-73. Really the difference in the game, obviously basketball, a game of runs. And for Cape Fear, they overcame that early second half run by the Jets to go on an 18-9 run over the final 5 minutes of the game. And prior to that run by Cape Fear, the game was tied at 64 with 5 minutes to go. And Cape Fear really clamped down on the defensive end and saw a couple easy transition buckets leading the offense. Some easy defense, good defense leading to easy offense for the Sea Devils allowed them to run away with it in the end. But the 82-73 final, not really a sign of what this game was. Cape Fear definitely had to battle and play hard in the second half to go away with this win. This is their third win in a row for Cape Fear after beating Hartford Community College yesterday to start the tournament. They win 82-73 the final here. And a player of the game tonight, J.J. Moore. You can see his line there at the bottom of the screen. J.J. Moore, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Overall quality game from J.J. Moore. Did a great job defensively, able to get the Sea Devils in their sets on the offensive side and was able to dribble, penetrate, and find teammates when open. Stuffed the stat sheet overall for Cape Fear. Jefferson McLam, a big first half, had 14 points in the first half and finished the game with 15. Jefferson McLam, consistently a quality scorer for Cape Fear, and they'll obviously need him going forward as well. But good game from J.J. Moore. He'll get the player of the game here this afternoon. His final line, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, just 3 steals. And for Moore, too, to be the primary ball handler most of the time for Cape Fear, finished with just 3 turnovers. If there's one thing for Cape Fear to work on, I think that may be it. 14 team turnovers for the Sea Devils. They'll have to work on that going forward. But on the other end, they did force 17 turnovers from the Jets. And you talk about a tale of 2 days. The Jets lost by 40 yesterday to Brunswick. They were able to shake that off, though, and play tough here this afternoon against Cape Fear and make this a close game. 82-73 the final. Cape Fear wins, and they take their season record now to 5-1. On the season, 3-1 now at home. That only loss on the season thus far came to County College of Morris, 3-point loss back on Friday the 8th, a week before. Yesterday, in fact. But for Cape Fear, looking ahead, as mentioned, they're in the midst of a 7-game home streak. This is game 4 at home in a row, but they will now play at home once again. They will host Pitt Community College on Wednesday, followed by a Saturday afternoon matchup with Fayetteville Tech. And that'll be the last game for them in November. And then they'll start the month of December with another home game against Patrick and Henry Community College. That will finish out their 7 straight at home. And then they will not be at home again until the first week of January, a midweek Wednesday matchup with Wake Tech here at home. But that'll be January 8th. After they have their 7 straight at home, they will go on the road for 3 straight to end the month of December. The 13th, 14th, and 15th, they'll be on the road across the bridge at Brunswick Community College for the Brunswick Classic. They will play 3 teams over there, Harcum, Bryan and Stratton, and Chattanooga State Community College to end the month of December. But looking ahead for the Jets, as they now fall to 1-5 on the season, had 2 games down here in Wilmington. They got beat up by Brunswick last night, and then lose by 9 to Cape Fear. They will be on their way back home. Actually, they will travel on the road. They will be at Tallahassee Community College on the 20th, followed by another road matchup in Alabama against Wallace State Community College. They won't be home again until the 14th of December when they host the Tallahassee Community College. As mentioned, Jets fall to 1-5 on the season. Sea Devils go to 5-1. And once again, they'll be home again next Wednesday as they host Pitt Community College, November 20th. That's a 7 p.m. tip-off. You can join us online for the broadcast, or you can come up to the Schwartz Center yourself here if you're local or within the area. Not expensive tickets whatsoever, and you can come out and support your local Cape Fear Sea Devils if you're here in the area. Final tonight, this afternoon, 82-73 the final. And for any schedule, stat, or roster updates or questions, you can visit GoSeaDevils.com or follow along on social media at GoSeaDevils on all social media or at Cape Fear Athletics for any updates or information or questions about Sea Devils athletics. 82-73 the final. Don't forget to follow along on social media, as mentioned, at Go Sea Devils and at Cape Fear Athletics. Don't forget to give me a follow as well. I'm your voice of the Sea Devils, Elijah Mize. You can follow me on Twitter at SportsGuyEli. 82-73 the final. We'll catch you again next.